What's up, everybody? I'm back. In this video, I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet. I'm going to figure it out. You'll see the title. The title will be correct. I just went to the gym. I got in the sauna. That's my normal routine. Felt really good. And normal routine for me is pushing myself to do more than I've done before. That should be your normal. So something I've learned, man, through going to the gym and through just life, I did find out something that really changed my view on a lot of things. I found out that the only way for your muscles to grow is for them to first break down completely, be pushed so hard that they literally break, and then they rebuild back together. They don't need to be pushed too hard to where they break too much, but to the point where you feel, it's not comfortable. And that's the essence of growth. Comfort is not growth. You can be comfortable and grow, but there's certain areas in your life that will have to suffer while you're growing. It's part of why they call it growing pains, And so when I realized this, it really changed the way that I operated in the gym and in my life. I've grown a lot. My body has grown to be bigger than it used to be, and I'm not even that big, but I'm bigger than I was. I'm telling you, it felt like I just couldn't hit this point that I'm at right now. It just felt like it was so far away. And then over time, I just kept doing the thing that I was supposed to do to get the result. Same with all the other things I've ever gotten results in. I just kept doing the thing that would get me that result, and I just kept trying. It's not as easy always as it could look or as it could feel, and sometimes it's easier than it feels or looks. So for me, I don't know, I just kept going, and I got to this point where I was like, I'm not growing because I'm not pushing hard enough. I'm not in this mind state I need to be in for me to grow and for me to even see where I could be, because I started to look at it like, man, when I was going to the gym, it just felt like I'm not making progress. What's going on here? And I just started, sometimes it's not that you're not doing it. Sometimes it's literally that you haven't put your mind where it needs to be for you to even push yourself hard enough, or for you to grow in whatever area you're trying to grow in. The only way you can do that is by believing that you can grow. And I knew that I could, and I knew that I was growing, right? But over time, it was just like, dang, like, I almost feel like I can't grow right now. Right now, for some reason, I'm not seeing progress. Well, I just kept doing it. And now I'm seeing genuine progress. And the thing is, for me, when I look at myself, and I think the same for you probably, when you look at yourself, you kind of see, sometimes, at least for me, I saw where I wanted to be as who I was already, even if it was a little bit better, not even super, like, way better. I would see myself for who I'm about to be in physical reality when I looked at myself, to the point where whenever other people notice, like, whoa, you're bigger, like, people were saying that to me, that's whenever I was like, finally, I'm seeing progress, because for me, I already looked like that in my head. Now I look in the mirror and I'm like, wow, like, now I'm seeing big progress because all these other people started to see the progress. And that made me start to pay attention even more, like, wait, so I'm bigger? Or I've gotten better? Or whatever it is, apply this to your life. That's why I'm bringing it up. It's not about me. Apply this to your life. This is a note to self. This is me speaking to me, and inherently I'm speaking to you as well, because we're all connected. Anyways. So yeah, I'd see myself, I felt like when I looked down, I looked kind of similar to how I already looked to me. But then I started noticing, looking in the mirror, like, wow, there is progress here. And that drives me to go even harder and get even more progress. It's that compounding, You start to see the progress you were looking for so long, and to see where almost it felt like you're just so far away from, and you start to see that as you keep getting closer and closer and closer. You just kept doing the thing and kept being consistent and being disciplined about it, even when you don't really want to. You just keep going and you keep doing your thing, man. And then eventually you see that progress that you were looking for that felt so far away, and there it is. And you're like, wow, it's real right now. It's real right now, not later. Like, it's here now. And then you're like, all right, now I know I can get to this next spot. I'm only so far from this spot now. And then if I'm not that far from this spot, then I'm really not far from this spot. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's how you have to look at your life, and you have to look at anything that you're not seeing growth in. Understand that you can grow, and you are not as far as you think, and time flies, man. A year goes by so fast. It feels like yesterday it was January. Like, I was in LA in like February, and now here I am in Oklahoma. Apparently I've been here for like 6 months, and probably more. I don't know. But that's what's crazy to me. That time went so fast, it does not feel like it's been that long at all. And time will fly, man. So if that's the case, maybe start planning on a longer term. Definitely short term matters. You need to survive. That's survival mode, right? You get in survival mode and you just do what's necessary to survive. But whenever you get into this mode of, like, now you got your needs, your immediate needs are met. Like, get some normal job, get some money in your pocket coming in, do something to get some money in your pocket. If we're talking business, you have money in your pocket now that's not taking way too much of your time and energy. You got your necessities. Now you can focus on the things that you really need to get done on a long term. And I promise you, 5 years from now will go by, man. And it's scary, but it's true. 5 years go by so fast. And, dude, I'm 24 now. I'm about to be 25 in next year, you know? Next January. It's crazy because it went by so quickly. And I always, every year was like, you know, I thought I'd be rich at 20. So things did happen in my life at 20. I did accomplish a big thing, but I didn't get credit for it. I didn't get paid for it. And I can talk about that in another video, but I've done things, but it just never happened for me, you know? At one point I did make 10 bands in crypto, and then I didn't sell. And then that crypto, Luna, went literally to zero from $113. I was literally in it since like $5. And so 2000 turned to 10. And that really was enough for me to make a lot more money out of that. And I bought NFTs with it, so I guess I still got really good at other things, and I don't regret anything. I believed in that company. I believed in that crypto. It was more than just a coin. It was a whole ecosystem with a lot of things going for it. But that was back in the day. That was earlier in the process, and now I've learned so much from that experience. I say all that to say, those years went by so fast, and I really was this close multiple times to getting where I was trying to go. And it's not that I ever didn't get there. It's that God was preparing me. God is preparing me right now and is preparing you for everything that you want. The highest version of you, whatever you want to call it, the higher power, the universe, it's God. And God is curating things in your life. And I see it with my friends one of my friends just realized, like, he just accepted that God is real. Even if it's not the traditional God that everyone thinks of, the same exact thing, it doesn't matter. It's about, do you believe in the higher power? Not just any higher power, but the highest power. Do you believe in there being one? He accepted that there is one, and he asked God to challenge him, and challenges have come to him. And I'd love to talk with him on a podcast soon, just have this conversation, but That's what's happened to me. There's been so many different challenges, man, and they've only prepared me. I'm 24, but I'm very skilled in a lot of different areas now, and I would go in a lot of different directions, doing a lot of different things. I'm a very creative person. I want to build things that change the world. I don't want to be a pawn I don't want to be a pawn at all, really. I'll play the part that I need to play in the moments that I need to play them, but I know who I am and I know what I bring to the table and I know what I'm capable of more than the next person most of the time. And that doesn't mean that I am capable of more, really. It's just that I realize my capability. I realize my potential. That's what puts me ahead so much of most people. And that's why I don't have a lot of friends. I have a lot of people on, you guys that watch me, I would consider you guys friends and all, but I don't have a lot of people that I call and talk to. There's like a few people in my life because I don't feel fully understood by a lot of people. That's just how it is. I don't feel fully understood by a lot of people, and that's okay, you know? But the thing is I've put myself in positions to fail, but I've also put myself in positions to succeed. And the only way I could fail is if I put myself in position to succeed. And those failures are not failures if they're leading to success. At the end of the day, when you looked at my life and you saw the things that didn't go right technically in that moment, if you looked at them on a long-term scale and you saw what I did with them, you'd find out that that failure actually was part of the success, making it a success. It wasn't failure at all. It's just about how you're framing it in your mind and how I'm framing it in my mind. It's all, whatever you perceive to be your reality will be reality for you. I promise you that. And if you believe it, it's all about your beliefs. Because if you believe it, you will not outperform your belief. You'll never outperform your own belief systems. That's a quote from Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. He was absolutely right. He was absolutely right about what he said. If you believe that you can't do something, then you won't be able to do it. If you believe you can do something, you will be able to. At least you'll get way closer to it if you don't. And the thing is, on a long term, if you keep doing the things that you need to do to get that thing, how eventually are you not going to get it, especially if it's something attainable? I'm building a personal brand. You're watching my video right now. If I didn't believe that people even cared enough to listen to my voice, I wouldn't be making videos. But instead, I realized, okay, you know, I put stuff out on my Snapchat at first. People would tell me out there, whenever I'd go out or wherever I'd be, people would be like, I saw that video and it helped me. Well, then I'm like, alright, I need to post more. So I start posting on TikTok. And then I start posting on Instagram. I was already posting on Twitter. I've built Twitter brands and stuff. It's just, my point is, like, you have to just do the things for you to even really, like, you have to do the things for you to even get closer to believing it too. It's almost like you're operating out of a place of, like, it doesn't make sense sometimes to explain. I had to believe I'm bigger to get bigger in advance. That's really part of it. Or I had to believe I'm getting bigger. At least. I'm getting bigger. Not I will get bigger. I am getting bigger right now. You have to put things in the present. And I put things in the present and I was like, look, I need to be comfortable enough with myself to put my face out there, to say what I need to say to the world so that people can agree or disagree. I need that attention because of the fact that it's going to help other people. I need to get that attention so that I have a platform to speak. I need to get that attention so that I can give platforms to speak for other people. I need to have that platform because it will put money in my pocket and it will allow me to live the life that I want, and I'm dedicated to living the life that I want. The life that I want is inspiring people. It is changing the world on a positive scale. Ginormous scale. I want to be 100% one of the most impactful people you've ever seen. And I'm dedicated to that. That is my life journey. And I'm not going to let off the gas when it comes to that. Even whenever I take moments of breaks, or when I take moments of where you'd think that my foot is off the gas, the truth is that's part of getting to the end destination first. It's like the story of the tortoise and the hare. You guys already know where I'm going with that. I'm not going to go into it. But it's the same thing. Sometimes you need to pace yourself and realize strategically that your mental health and the way you're living is going to improve the quality of everything else in your life. And sometimes you need to focus on that, and sometimes you need to relax. Sometimes you need to relax, and there's some people who will say never relax, they stay hard, whatever. I promise you they have something in their life that relaxes them, even if it's not technically a relaxing thing on a general scale, like how me and you might consider it to be relaxing. For them it is relaxing. Andrew Tate smokes cigars, that's relaxing. Come on. So that's all I'm saying, man. Don't get caught up in all this. Bro, I love these self-improvement people. I love listening to them, but there's so many people with so many opinions, and I'm trying to tell y'all, you don't need to listen to every opinion, man. You need to listen to them, but you don't need to internalize and use every single one of them. It's okay. You're building your own path, man. I don't have the answers for you, but I have some guidance. Most people can do that for you. There's a lot of people in the world that can give you guidance. There's some people that don't ever think about anything. They don't ever internalize any information. And that's sad. They don't reflect on who they are and what they do wrong. They're always finding reasons why it's someone else's fault or something else's fault. That's not who I am, and that's not who I'm going to allow you to be if you're watching my content. And if you're watching my content and you're somebody that does not take responsibility for things that is your fault, then get off the video. But if you are somebody that, well, if you are that person and you're about to get off right now, or you feel attacked, the thing is, you can change that. Who are you? You have to ask yourself, who are you? You attract what you are. Who do you desire to be? A positive perspective is priority. I have a hoodie coming out that says a few of those things right there. If you want to be one of the only people that has this hoodie, because I'm not going to make it easy to get for everybody, DM me. I'm creating a brand called Think Better. It's going to have Think Better boxes, and these boxes are going to be built for mental health. And I'm going to be doing events and partnering with different people and doing all types of things. And we're going to have an NFT project, and we're going to have clothing coupled with the NFTs. I hope this video helped you guys. I'm going to keep it at that, and I'll do another one soon. I'm going to do them more often. Love y'all. Peace.